Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm stoked you're here. I want to take a quick second and welcome anybody who's stopping in for the first time or for the 20th time to check out my knife and EDC content. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you. If you are so inclined and you haven't had the chance, if you'd hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon, it would really help me out. And then I want to take a quick second to say thank you to the channel members. Today I've got what I consider to be a very exciting review to bring to you guys. A knife that I've been really anticipating from Liong Mah, from his budget brand called Eutektik. I brought the first knife to you guys after Blade Show 2022. It was the Eutektik Trinity. It was a longer knife, operated fine, but it wasn't the one I was really waiting for when I'd seen the initial designs. This one is. This is the Eutektik EFD. And when you open this knife, it instantly becomes recognizable to me. The silhouette is very field duty. And I'm not mistaken, which I probably am, E might stand for economical, and then F, field, and then D, duty, right? So this knife is a sub $100 knife. It is, I think it lists on Liong's site for right around $85. It is 14C 28N blade steel. This is the stonewashed with black G10. It's also available in a lot of other colors. Liner lock, drop shut action. It's also got a top flipper if that's your thing. If you like top flipping better than middle finger flipping or thumb flicking, I think this is the perfect middle finger flicking knife. It's got the best detent on a value knife that I've felt this year. I think back to the Miguron Moirel or Moirel, and this is just as snappy to me. And this shape, to me, is far, far more desirable. First thing you notice is, if you've seen the field duty, you know what we're talking about. If not, I'll show it to you here in a second. But this knife has a very thin, tall, flat ground blade that is super, super slicey. It also has this choil. For a good full-size knife, it gives you great ergonomics. So let me grab a quick piece of paper, and I apologize, but I will probably go into therapeutic slicing mode. I've been cutting with this. That's why I love the stonewashed blade. It is super, super slicey. Just a great ergonomical, slicey knife with a deep carry steel clip. It does have a lanyard hole for lanyard lovers. It's got great jimping on that blade. And again, that forward finger choil gives you just an absolutely full grip. It's got a little E, is really the only branding on the knife besides the blade steel, the 14C there. You've got two standoffs. You've got the steel liner on the one side, and then you've got a small little steel inset that's tying together these two standoffs here. Makes for no flex in the knife. Very good lockup. Let's even though I swore I wouldn't do this anymore, I think that's just kind of stupid. But anyway, let's pass the spine whack test. And then what I was going to show you guys is this is the field duty folder. The last field duty that came out. So when you look at the ergos of this knife, or the silhouette, so to speak, they are very, very similar. The difference is this is about a $365 knife that I just spit on in S90V, titanium, carbon fiber. And this is an $85 knife. G10, 14C, same ergos, not rounded over, where the field duty is rounded over. It's got thinner blade stock, but not much. When you get down to it, they're both very thin behind the edge. And the EFD, I think, is probably going to be more slicey. Let's just check. Just about the same. Very close, very similar. Great knife. I've been waiting for it because when I first saw it in the catalog, I knew it was going to be a banger, because if it was anything like the Field Duty, and if you guys know, I also have the Field Duty EDC, which is like one of my top 3 knives. It doesn't look as much like the Field Duty folder or the EFD because it has got a smaller handle, does not have a front flipper, and has a little bit of a raise here in the finger hole. But you can tell that, again, very similar in terms of the ergos and how that works out, even though this is a much shorter blade and doesn't have the front flipper like these two guys do. So I don't like the front flipper on the Field Duty folder, but it's there and it works. I can't get it to work now, and I'm not going to fidget with it. But I can get it to work very easily without thinking about it on the, as I fail it, on the EFD. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons of this guy. Let's get the Benchmade bug out. And it's going to be much bigger than the bug out. Let's look at the Paramilitary 2. It's going to be just about an 1/8 or 1/4 smaller than the Para 2. About a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 longer than the bug out. Let's get our little titanium tape because it's the one I can reach. I have to subtract 1 inch. So this is an 8-inch knife with a 3.5 inch blade and a 4.5 inch handle, and the grip where I like to grab it, we're going to call it a comfortable 4 3/4 inches. So from right here to right here, you've got 4 3/4. Let me just verify that for you. Yeah, easy. I mean, closer to 5, but just very well done. I'm going to think it's going to come in a good bit under 1/2 inch thick. I know it's thinner than my Field Duty. 0.45 with a blade thickness of 0.1285. And then if we were going to get behind the edge, .0190. So very thin, very slicey, very comfortable, goes in and out of the pocket, great. That pocket clip, you just push down, it goes in. The G10's got good texture, but it's not too grippy to where it's going to tear up your pants or your hand. Let's grab our scale. So right at 3.9 ounces, which to me for a 3.5 inch blade, I think that's just about perfect. I have no problem with it. I think it's a great knife, guys. Again, for a budget knife, under $100 at $85. I've not taken it apart yet. T8s, I say that. I think it's T8s and T6s. Hold on. It's T8 on the pivot. T8 or T10? Yeah, T8 on the pivot. T6 on the body and T6 on the clip, which is fine. And then the clip is deep carry and recessed, but you do have the caps on top of the clip, but it didn't cause any problem getting in and out of my pocket. The lock bar access for a budget knife is delightful. You've got plenty of cutout pass through here, and you've got jimping on that lock bar to make it really easy to close. And again, just that fantastic ergonomical grip and that super slicey blade. Full-size knife. I'd love to see this also made like the Field Duty EDC in the Eutektik line. I think that'd be a big hit, kind of like a mini version of this. But yeah, guys, this is a winner. It comes in a lot of different colors. There's a blacked out version that looked really cool to me, but I went with this one. Huge fan of Liong Mah. Huge fan that he's gotten into kind of a more value-oriented brand with Eutektik, and this is a winner. Hopefully he'll be on Friday Night Flicks in the next few weeks and kind of talk about what's going on with Eutektik. But guys, I will leave a link to Liong's website. I don't have any affiliation there, don't have a discount code or anything, but I could at least put a link to where all these guys are so you can kind of look at them. And please, please, please know I'm grateful that you stopped by to watch the video. I do appreciate it. And please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. And always choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.